397,466. The number of claims waiting to be certified with California's Employment Development Department. One of them belonging to a man in Sacramento County who wishes not to be identified.
And I just don't know what to do no more. I don't understand how they're able to do this.
The Sacramento County man works in the construction industry. During the pandemic, he says the need for work has slowed down. Right now, he's in between jobs. He's filed for unemployment like he's done before, only this time hitting a wall with EDD. They're asking him to certify all over again.
And they're not even defining what exactly is wrong with the claim. As you can see in the picture, I'm filling out the claim form exactly how I'm supposed to. And I just feel like I'm getting set up for failure.
EDD states he needs to have his forms correctly filled out by July 4th to receive payment.
I'm probably barely going to make it this month, but as far as food and everything else, that's just a day by day thing I'm going to have to face until I get word back from them.
This man, one of millions facing delays in receiving benefits in the wake of technology glitches, jammed phone lines, and billions of dollars in fraud paid out by EDD.
Those fraudulent people that are getting those checks, I don't understand how, that happened, how that worked out, or how that slipped or whatever.
Representative Josh Harder of Modesto is working to fix the problem.
Look, $30 billion has been gone out in fraud. That's unforgivable.
Harder says EDD is giving away too much money to the wrong people and not giving enough to the people who need it. Because of that, he's leading a bipartisan bill to recover the funds. According to Harder, the bill, if passed, would serve 3 essential purposes: recover funds, prevent fraud, and support victims of identity theft.
This bill is going to create a new unemployment fraud hotline. It's going to push the IRS to make sure that if anybody got a 1099-G form incorrectly and files a correction claim, that they can actually receive their full federal tax refund. And then it makes sure that the Secretary of Labor is working with the Secretary of the Treasury, that states actually have plans to assist state residents with some of these incorrect 1099-Gs that have already gone out the door.
The Modesto representative says the bill would also link unemployment data to prison records to make sure the unemployment office doesn't send billions out the door. To recoup the money already lost, he's hoping the Federal Bureau of Investigations can help.
Let's get the FBI involved. Let's make sure that we are tracking down patterns that have happened not just in California, but across all 50 states. And that so we bring to bear the full force of our national law enforcement to recover these dollars, put these criminals in jail, and protect taxpayers and these victims of identity theft.
Harder says the task is not going to be easy, but something has to be done to ensure this doesn't happen again. In Sacramento, Brittany Johnson, KCRA 3 News.